Hey, welcome back to the channel. This video we are looking at the NBA picks for Friday, March the 31st. Happy Friday this week. Did go pretty fast. We're already up to the weekend. Hope you guys had a good opening day. Posted a parlay for a Nerfy parlay on Twitter, which ended up hitting. Checked that this morning, so that was a great sign to wake up to. No sweat in any of these 5 games either. So we'll have another one there. It's at the DFS Process if you want to follow for picks like that. Today, looking at the NBA picks, I got 5, potentially 6 when they post another one later. They haven't posted this prop yet, but they will. So that one I'm going to save in my bag. As always, if you enjoy the videos, appreciate it if the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. You can check out other links in the description. If you want to play on Underdog Fantasy, use my code right here, Process. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. So, first pick today that we are looking at is going over to a points prop, and I'm loving me some Isaiah Joe. Over 15.5 points going up against the Pacers team, which you see the Pacers, if you pay attention to the NBA, they're giving up 120, 125, 130 plus almost every game. Playing absolutely no defense. They play super fast. The Thunder themselves, they play fast-paced too. No SGA again today, so you should just see this game just be fast-paced, high-scoring. It's in Indiana. And Isaiah Joe has been absolutely balling for the Thunder. He's playing for his future, so he's going to play hard every game. He's going to, really be motivated to do well. And putting up points against this Pacers team, he's a guy that is lethal from the outside. If he does get to the free throw line, he makes them, and he's going to shoot a good amount, and he's going to have the ball in his hands a little bit along with Josh Giddey, but mainly he's going to be operating as a shooting guard. Giddey's going to kind of take over the point. I love the over 15.5 points for him. For the second prop, this would be another Thunder piece. They haven't posted a PRA for Jalen Williams yet, but when they do, I really like it. Right now, we just have like Joe's, Dort, and Giddey, but when they put Jalen Williams, who's basically kind of be like the number one option without SGA, I love it. His PRA probably should be somewhere in the high 20s or low 30s range, I'd say, maybe mid 30s. But I would take that one, would be the second over. Going right back to my guy, Franz Wagner, who hasn't really let me down at all yet. Had a huge second half last game and a big fourth quarter to hit again against Memphis, now going up against Washington. He's played them just recently. That game he hit 440 PRA, and Washington is kind of mailing it in. Magic are still playing tough. They're still, now that their guys are pretty much all healthy, they've been competitive a lot this year in most of these games when they do have their guys out there, and they're playing tough. They're not getting blown out or anything like that. So I like it against Washington. Washington's another poor defensive team, and they don't have anything to play for. So you're seeing Beal not be playing. You're seeing Kuzma be out for a long time. So if you look at Franz Wagner, I'm going to pull up his stats against the Wizards. Last game, he had 24-6. Game before that, earlier in 2023, 24-1. So they would have just missed by half in that game. But then 28-4-8, 28-5-2. So 3 out of his last 4 games he's hit this. Game before that as well, 14-6-10. So he's hit this actually in 4 of 5 games against the Wizards. And the couple ones that he missed would be having 25 PRA and then having 23 PRA. So he's been close in the other 2, or in the other one. So I like Wagner to continue playing well. For the third prop, this one we are going back to John Collins. His number is at 18.5. Might have been at 17.5, or might have been at this number once again, but it was really no sweat last game for him. Did he take it off? It's just a spot where he might have taken it off. Let's check. Oh, it's right there. 17. They took off the PRA, but we can still get to his points and rebounds at 17.5, which I'll take. He's mainly going to be a points and rebounds guy. Last game, he's been scoring well. A couple games in the high teens recently. He's rebounding 7 and 10 last couple of games. Matchup against Brooklyn. They don't have much size besides Claxton, so they should see success rebounding, maybe some offensive rebound opportunities. So I'm taking John Collins over. Points and rebounds, if you wait a little bit and they have the PRA up and it's 18.5, you could take that instead. Going over to a points under prop. This one, going over to New York, and I'm taking the under on Jalen Brunson. Going up against a good and pretty tough Cleveland Cavs defense. Brunson's been struggling a little bit with the scoring. He's still been scoring well, but not as much as he was He had a crazy good stretch where he's putting up 30s almost every night. But Knicks, they're going to be missing Randall for a couple weeks, which is going to be a bump to Brunson's scoring. But I still think you can maybe consider taking the under for him. 26 is still a good amount of points to be had against Cleveland. He has not had much success against the Cavs this year. And in his 3 games, this year, 3 games, he hasn't even gotten close to 26 points in any of the 3. Pull up the numbers. So he scored 14 points, 16 points, and then 23 points. And then you're looking at when he was back with Dallas. Also, he hasn't had any game where he scored any more than 19 points against them. So I feel good about taking the under. Cleveland's just going to have to kind of focus on slowing down him. But I get it if you're a little worried with Randall being out, but 26 still seems pretty high. So we're going under for Jalen Brunson points. And then for the 5th prop, I'm going back to De'Aaron Fox over points. He missed last game because he got off to a terrible start. I think he had maybe 4 points at halftime, or maybe 6. But he got off to a terrible start, and then he didn't have to play much at all in the second half. So it was a blowout. They won by 40. They're going right back up to the Portland Trailblazers, but I believe it's on the road again, so you have at least a decent chance. Portland's still a tough place to play, so still a chance that it's within 15 to 20, so they're still seeing some minutes in the 4th quarter. But this number has gotten just really low on De'Aaron Fox. He was been like 26.5, 27.5. He's still been playing well. It's just been blowouts recently, and then some other guys have been scoring, like Herter. So, they've been kind of rocking the hot hand, but Fox gets off to a quick start. We've seen him put up, this many points in just 1 quarter this year, so I feel good about taking him in what should be a spot where they're going to put up a lot of points. It's just if the Blazers can at least keep up enough to where, it's not over at halftime. But those are the 5 picks I like today, and then the 6th one would be looking at the over PRA on Jalen Williams once they post that. But yeah, that's all I have. See if they have anything for MLB while we're at it. Yeah, no Nerfies posted yet, but I'll have some on Twitter, and then it's a bit of a quieter MLB slate today. But thanks for watching. Best of luck tonight, and I will catch you all next time.